Let me ask you something, Queen. How many times have you known what you wanted to do, but still asked someone else before you actually did it? You made a decision, but immediately thought, let me run this by somebody else real quick. Or you had an idea, but when you said it out loud, you said it kind of soft and kind of quietly. So here's the real question. What if you're not confused, but you have been trained not to trust yourself? Let me normalize something for you. You may appear indecisive. You may even question your confidence, but really you're thoughtful, you're intelligent, and you make good decisions. Often you already know what to do. So what you're seeking is not clarity, you're seeking confirmation, which is exactly why this pattern can be so frustrating, because on the inside, you already know what to do, but something inside you makes you pause, makes you delay, makes you hesitate. And that's exactly what we're unpacking today in this video. Welcome, Queen. I am Dr. Monique, and I help women to reconnect with their identity, rebuild trust and confidence, and to realize that they are the author of their next chapter. Some of the women I work with appear confident, capable, and clear, but behind the scenes, they second guess everything. So as an educator and as a coach, I have seen how this plays out in the boardroom, in the classroom, at work, relationships, and in their personal decisions. Today, we're going to look at this pattern and how it affects the lives of women. What you may be experiencing is what I call the permission-seeking pattern. You don't hesitate because you don't know what to do. You hesitate because you're used to getting everything confirmed first. You might find you ask multiple people for advice. You soften what you really want. You over-explain your decisions, and you won't do anything until you're 100% sure. But let me say this gently. You may not be asking for clarity. You may be asking for permission. It's important that you understand the difference between seeking permission and asking for advice, because it can be wisdom to ask for advice. Even the Bible says there is wisdom in the multitude of counselors. So I'm not saying you just go and be a lone ranger and never talk to anybody about anything, but let me just tell you the difference. Seeking permission will ask, is it okay if I do this thing? Will you still like me if I do this thing? Will you be angry or disappointed if I make these decisions? Right? So when you're seeking permission, you're asking for confirmation. You want to make sure that what you have decided to do will not ruffle any feathers. However, when you're asking advice, that's more along the lines of, what are your thoughts on this? What insight can you offer? Can you give me some constructive criticism? When you seek permission, you give your power to someone else. When you seek advice, you retain the power. When you're seeking permission, you don't have ownership of your decisions. You give that to someone else. When you're asking advice, you're gaining wisdom. You're gathering opinions. It is wise to seek counsel, but it is not wise to surrender your power, your authority, and your agency. And let's be honest, some of us have a full advisory board before we make any decisions. We have to ask our mother, our sister, our best friend, our church friend, our boyfriend, or our husband. Everybody gives input. And in the end, you're more confused than when you started, because you're trying to make a decision based on everybody else's voice and not yours, on everybody else's opinion and not your own opinion. And you're the one who has to live with the consequences of your decision. And this pattern does not come from nowhere. It's often rooted in people pleasing. You see, some of us grew up with the idea of you got to be a good girl, follow all the rules, you got to make good grades, you got to just all the things that we were taught, which in and of themselves, there's nothing wrong with any of those. But if you're like me, maybe you internalized it and thought, okay, I don't want to disappoint any of these people. And then maybe you came to the conclusion that one of the best ways to not disappoint anyone is to ask their opinion before you make any decisions, right? We really just want to make sure that the people around us are happy and they are pleased with us. So there are a lot of similarities between permission seeking and people pleasing. With permission seeking, you're looking for the approval of others before you make any decisions. People pleasing, on the other hand, you will prioritize the needs of others before you prioritize your own needs. Some characteristics of people pleasing include difficulty saying no, avoidance of conflict, a strong desire to be liked, and your self-worth is tied to the approval of others. Common examples to people pleasing include overcommitting to responsibilities, neglecting personal well being, suppressing opinions to maintain harmony. You can see how people pleasing and permission seeking can be closely intertwined. So, in my opinion, permission seeking is a form of people pleasing. So why is this so common when women over 40? Again, it goes back to how we were raised. We were taught to be cooperative, to be selfless. We were very rarely encouraged to be assertive, bold, daring, decisive, unapologetic. And then if you grew up as a Christian, some of the teachings on submission will have women to think they have to ask permission to do anything, or they may be seen as a Jezebel. But by the time we reach midlife, we have learned a few things. And this is a period of time where we begin to really question some long-standing roles and expectations, right? We get to the point when you say, the thing that we were taught before, is it really real? Right? Is this something that I really need to do? We get to that stage when we're ready to really rethink our lives, whether it's a career transition, empty nest, caregiving for our parents, divorce, right? We have hormonal shifts. We're in perimenopause or menopause. And suddenly we have this realization. I have spent all of my time caring for everyone else. I have spent all of my time seeking permission, seeking approval, trying to make everybody else happy. And now is the time for me to take care of myself. And this is where I find a lot of women, and they're ready to break this permission seeking pattern. Here's the truth. You already know what to do, but you don't trust yourself enough to move on it. So your life gets delayed, decisions stay pending, and opportunities just pass you by. If this spoke to you, go ahead and subscribe, because this channel is for you. If you are ready to reclaim your identity, if you're ready to take your power back. And in the next video, I'm going to go over some strategies to help you break this permission seeking pattern and to help you build self-trust again. Queen, you are not confused. You just need to trust yourself enough to move. And remember, you do not need anyone's permission to be the woman that you were meant to be. Until next time, be blessed.